Welcome back to CIT 157, Module 1. In this lecture, I will go over quickly about Module 1 material. Use class presentation PDF file for detail. In this module, we will cover basic functions of computers, hardware and software, the difference between data and information, and then I will survey briefly about various IT domains. Let's start our class with the four functions of computer. Four functions of computer are input, processing, output, and storage. Computers gather data, which means that users enter data. We call this input. We use keyboard, mouse, microphone, scanners, touchscreen, etc. as input devices. Here, data represent a fact, a figure, an idea, a number, a word, or a picture, sound, etc. before we process them. Using computer power, we process data. We may identify, rearrange, analyze, put data together to transform data into something meaningful. We call the meaningful output production information after processing data. Once we generate information, we will display it on the monitor, project, or print out. We call this function output. People will save the result of processing on flash memory device, external hard disk drive, DVD, or other storage devices for further usage later. Hardware and software. Computer hardware is any computer parts, devices, and components you can touch. You can see two groups of hardware. One is computer system unit and the other is peripheral devices. Computer system unit holds the computer's main circuit board, microprocessor, memory, power supply, storage devices, and other components inside the case. Peripheral devices are equipment that might be added to a computer system like printers, keyboard, mouse, monitors. Now let's talk about software. All programs are files. File is defined as a set of instructions or data. A set of instructions is called as program file. Utility is a program file to maintain computers like antivirus program. Operating system controls computer functions. Utility and operating system are system software. All other general programs are applications like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, games, etc. A set of data is called as a data file. A digital photo is an example of a data file. In this slide, I summarize software. So far, it would be a kind of review for Computer General, CIT 154. Now let's talk about four functions of computer to relate IT, information technology. Four functions of computer are input, processing, output, and storage. We input data and use computer to produce information. Computers are data processing devices. Data is a representation of a fact, figure, or idea. Information is data that has been organized or presented in a meaningful fashion. A number 216730 is a kind of raw data. It represents something, but without further data, we do not know what that is. So, by itself, it is not very meaningful. We may enter a person's name, like Joe, into a computer to make a student ID card with the ID number 216730. After this process, we print out the student ID. Now the number 216730 has a meaning. It is meaningful information after the process by a computer. We may share this information with other departments through a network. The student may access the information at home and print it out. IT people try to make this job more easy, more secure, and more efficient. In IT field, there are more than hardware and software. As an example, you have to develop and implement policies for secure environments. You also have to manage people and schedules. Through CIT 157, you will taste a little bit of them. Now let's talk about the various IT domains from the next slides. You don't have to memorize everything from class presentation PDF file, but please read carefully and have a concept of what the differences are between them.
Computer science, CS, spans the range from theory through programming to cutting-edge development of computing solutions. It falls into three categories: designing and building software, developing effective ways to solve computing problems, and devising new and better ways of using computers and addressing particular challenges. CS requires some mathematical background. Computer science is involved in a career path in each area. CS also includes planning and managing organizational technology infrastructure area. Information systems, IS, is concerned with the information that computer systems can provide to aid a company, nonprofit or governmental organization in defining and achieving its goals. A majority of IS programs are located in business-related schools. In common usage, IT may refer to all of computing. However, as the name of an undergraduate degree program, it refers to the preparation of students to meet the computer technology needs of business, government, healthcare, schools, and other kinds of organizations. IT professionals possess the right combination of knowledge and practical, hands-on expertise to take care of both an organization's information technology infrastructure and the people who use it. IT people need to plan and manage people, devices, and policy to maintain their system. Software engineering, SE, is concerned with developing and maintaining software systems. Because computing is such an important and dynamic field, many interdisciplinary majors, some very recent developments, exist at some schools. Here are just a few examples of these opportunities: bioinformatics, computational science, computer science and mathematics, gaming and animation, medical or health, informatics programs. This is the end of Module 1. We have reviewed computers' basic four functions: hardware and software, data and information, and various IT domains. From Module 2, we will deal with how to share information in Internet. There are a lot of hands-on activities. See you again in Module 2.